Welcome back, Curry Crew. Today we have another delicious recipe. Now today we're going to be making something called corn chaat or corn bhel. It is a unique recipe found in the streets of Gujarat and various other places across India, and it is absolutely delicious, and it's probably a new way of corn that you've probably never had. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into our video. So guys, we are gonna get started with our recipe. What I have here is a pot of boiling water, just bubbling away. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 cups of corn. Now I have frozen corn, you can also use fresh if you want. And we are going to add it into our water just to cook our corn. The second cup here. We're gonna let our corn just cook in the boiling hot water for about 2-3 minutes. In the meantime, let's start preparing some of our other stuff. So here I have some green chilies. These are 2 small green chilies. I'm just gonna give them a quick mince. Next I have a spring onion or a scallion. So we're going to take about a half a tablespoon of spring onions. And it's been about a minute since we added our corn into the water. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add in a pinch of turmeric, about half a teaspoon worth, and we're also going to add in a pinch of sugar, about a teaspoon. We're going to give it all a nice mix. The sugar and the turmeric will help bring out some of the vibrancy of our corn, to make the color pop, as well as helping the corn retain some of its sweetness, the natural sweetness that it has. And by boiling it with these 2 ingredients, it will also make the corn nice and plump so that we can use it for our dish. Next, we're going to take a small onion and we are going to, first of all, peel it. And we're going to use about half of this onion. So our corn is pretty much done. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the stove and we're going to let it sit in the warm water for about 30 seconds to a minute. Then we will drain it. Then we will run cold water over it to prevent it from shrinking back up. We want it to stay nice and plump and full, and then we're going to start using it with the rest of our ingredients. Okay, next we're going to take a tomato, and we're only going to use half of this tomato because it's a very large tomato. And what we're going to do is we're going to chop it. We're also going to core it to take out the seeds of our tomato. The reason being is the seeds are usually the wettest part of a tomato, and we want our dish to not be overly wet but more, nice and crisp and crunch and vibrant. So far we have all of our veggies that are individually chopped. We have added them into our mixing bowl. Now what we're going to do is into this mixing bowl we're going to add in our corn, then into this we're going to add in about a teaspoon of chaat masala. We're also going to add in a pinch of cayenne or red chili powder. Next, what we have is some Maggi Masala. And what we're gonna do is we are going to take this packet and we're gonna add about half of the packet in here. And now give it everything a nice mix. To this, we're also gonna add a little bit of salt, just salt to taste, not too much. And now we are going to add another ingredient. Now, you wanna add Szechuan sauce or Szechuan chutney if you have it. However, if you don't have it, I'm gonna show you an easy cheats way of getting very close to the same flavor as the Szechuan sauce would offer you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of sriracha and we're gonna add in about, a teaspoon worth. Next, we're gonna add in about a teaspoon of sambal, or like a chili sauce. And last but not least, we're gonna add in a little bit of regular ketchup. This is gonna give us that sweetness and that vinegary-ness of the Szechuan sauce. So equal parts of all three. Now give it all a nice mix. Okay, let's give it a quick taste to see if anything is missing. Okay, and then next into this, we are going to add in some cheese. So I'm using some Indian Amul cheese, which is like a cheddar cheese. Feel free to use other cheeses if you like, but this one complements the flavors really well. So just going with this. Okay. Give it all a nice mix. So now our corn chaat is pretty much ready. So let's serve it up. Okay, and we're gonna top it with some crispy graham flour like save. This will add a nice like crunch. And you could also top this with some fresh coriander leaves or some other garnishes, like you like some extra onions or scallions, whatever you feel like doing. But with that being said, our chaat is pretty much ready for us to dig into. Take a look at that, guys. It looks awesome. It smells so good because of all the delicious flavors that we have in there, our onions, our spices, our Szechuan sauce that we made. So it smells really delicious. I am going to dig in because I can't wait. So let's try it out. Man, that's so good. You have the crispiness from the steak that we just added. You have the onion, the tomato, sweetness from the corn, spiciness from the Szechuan sauce. You have the cheese in there complementing it all. It is a delicious dish that only took like 10 minutes to make, but it's gonna be gone in seconds as soon as you put this out for your family. So you need to definitely try this out because it's super easy to make, super simple, but absolutely delicious. So try it out, let us know how it turns out for you, and keep on cooking.